Hey guys, so this video I'm doing for you guys today is a tag video, and this is the how I read tag. I think it's not a new tag, I think it's been out there for a while, but I'm just now doing it. I saw Jordy Plaisance video. I'm probably not saying his last name right, but I saw his How I Read Tag video, and it was pretty cool, so I decided I wanted to do one as well. So I'll leave a link to his video down below. I tried to find the original video who created this tag, but the link for that original video didn't work. So I can't leave you that one. So anyway, let's get started. This is the How I Read tag. So the first question is, how do you find out about new books to read? And for the most part, I find out about new books through YouTube. For the most part, just watching book hauls and book reviews and wrap-up videos. That's pretty much how I find out about tons of new books. But then also I like to browse around Barnes & Noble or pretty much any bookstore, but I'm at Barnes & Noble the most. I practically live there. So just browsing around the aisles and seeing what's new, what's there. I was actually there yesterday and got 2 new books, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So anyway, that's pretty much how I find out about new books. Next question is, how did you get into reading? So this one is kind of an interesting one because I did not always like reading. And don't hate me for this, but I actually hated reading when I was younger. Hated it, never liked it. I would much rather watch TV. And so when I got into high school, my sophomore year of high school, I had this English teacher who would make us read 20 minutes of reading during the beginning of each class. But it can't be a textbook, it can't be any school-assigned reading. So it could be any book, but it could even be a comic book, just not school-assigned reading. And we would do that for 20 minutes at the beginning of each class. And so when she did that, and I started reading more books, that's when I realized, you know what, books are actually good. It's just teachers who usually pick the sucky books. I always had the thought growing up, I always thought books are just so boring. But I think it's teachers who always pick the most boring books. I don't know why. But, so yeah, once I started picking my own books, I was like, I love this. I like reading. And I actually started reading the Harry Potter series at that time because a lot of other students in my class would talk about the Harry Potter books. And so I'm like, I need to see what this is about. And so I read the series throughout high school, and I absolutely loved them, fell in love with the series. And so yeah, that's what got me into reading. But then I kind of fell out of it for a while, and then it was my freshman year of college. One of my best friends, even before I started college, she had been telling me, you need to read the Twilight books. You need to read the Twilight books. It's so good. I was like, I don't know. I never wanted to read them because I saw the books and I was like, those things are huge. Those are massive books. I don't want to read that. And so I never wanted to read them. But then I saw the first Twilight movie, and it really piqued my interest. I was like, okay, I actually think I liked the movie, and so I was like, I actually want to read this now. And so I got all 4 books right away, and I read all 4 books in a week, which is pretty amazing when you think about it, because it's like those books are huge. and this was during my finals week, my freshman year during finals week. So that's, yeah. I don't know how I read all 4 in a week, but apparently it happened somehow. But anyway, that's pretty much what got me back into reading again. And then I started reading more and more. And yeah. So that's pretty much how I got into reading. Next question is, how has your taste changed now that you're older? I don't know if they've changed too much. I still like young adults. I still like fantasy is my favorite genre still. I'm trying to branch out into other genres more. But at this point, I don't know if they've changed all that much. I mean, I guess they have changed somewhat because whereas my freshman year of college, when I first read the Twilight books, I was instantly in love with them. And then now, when I think it's like 2 years ago, I reread them, or reread the first one, and I was like, why did I like this so much? Like, it's okay, but it's nothing special. Why did I like it so much? So I guess in that sense, it sort of changed a little bit, but for the most part, not very much. Number 4, how often do you buy books? Probably a lot more than I should. And I blame YouTube partially for this, because there's so many books people talk about that I'm just like, I want them all. And then I go to the bookstore and I see even more books and I'm like, I want them all. And so I have a problem. I will limit to that. And at the end of this month, at the end of June, just be expecting a huge June book haul. We're not at the end of June yet, and I've already gotten 14 books. So, yeah, just expect a huge book haul. I can't even imagine how many books I'll get when my birthday comes around. My birthday is in October, and I'm just imagining maybe 50 plus books. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see, next question. How did you get into booktubing? Well, actually, one day I wanted to look up a review of a book. And so I went on YouTube. I don't know what made me think of going to YouTube to look up a book review, but I did. And saw a couple different people on there. Christine from Poland Bananas Books was one of the first that I saw. Before her, there was, I used to watch, I can't remember, Elle from Elle's Glitter Gossip. I think that's her channel. But she does makeup and beauty stuff and other stuff besides just book reviews. And so I think I was watching one of her makeup channels, makeup videos one time. And I think that's when I saw one of her book reviews. And that's what made me think, oh, YouTube has book reviews. And so I looked up a book review one time and then saw a whole bunch of other booktubers and started subscribing and following, and I'm like, man, this seems like a lot of fun. I really want to do this. And so it took me a while because I am not very tech savvy. I do not know much about technology. So it took me a while to figure out how to even make a video and upload it. But I finally did. And I'm glad because I'm like, this is fun. I like doing this. So the next question is, how do you react when you don't like the end of a book? So it depends on how the book ends. If it's an ending like Hunger Games or the ending of the Fallen series or Twilight or whatever, those books, I'm like, well, it's only one or two little things that I don't really like how it ended, so I'm just like, it could have been worse. No big deal. But when it's an ending like Allegiance, oh my gosh. Why? I'm just like, when there's an ending like that, like Allegiance, I'm not gonna spoil you guys if you haven't read the book. But when there's an ending like that, well, my first immediate reaction would be, okay, no, this can't be right. I think I'm missing something. I need to reread this. What just happened? Wait, what? This actually happened? No, it can't. And so I get pretty mad and, yeah, frustrated, and I don't think I've ever thrown a book, but I probably would have thrown Allegiant across the room had I not been spoiled by the ending, because I actually was spoiled by the ending of Allegiant before I read it, so I knew what to expect. I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time, I was kind of like hoping, okay, maybe everyone's just wrong and this just did not happen. But of course it did, and it sucked. So, yeah. And let's see. Next question is, how often do you take a sneaky look at the back page of a book? I actually don't do this. I don't like looking at the ending, except to see the page number. I'll turn to the back to see how many pages are in the book and how many chapters maybe are in the book. But I do not like reading ahead or reading the end. So no, I will not do that. And the last question is, who do you tag? I'm not going to tag anyone specifically. I'm just going to say, if you want to do this tag, feel free to do this tag. And leave me a comment down below to let me know if you've done it, so I can go and check out your video as well. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.